What if everything your dog needs to live a longer, healthier, and virtually pain-free life is already sitting inside your kitchen right now? Not in a bottle, not behind a prescription counter, right there in your refrigerator, your pantry, your fruit bowl. 16 ordinary foods hold the power to fix nearly everything that goes wrong with your dog's body. And food number 7? It's so unexpected, so remarkably effective, that it might just be the last thing standing between your dog and a lifetime of unnecessary vet visits. We're pulling back the curtain on all of them right now. Number 1, blueberries. Let's open with something that looks small but hits harder than almost anything else on this list. Blueberries, these tiny, deep purple gems are, without exaggeration, a superfood engineered by nature specifically for your dog's aging brain. Researchers at the University of Alaska conducted a landmark study and found that dogs who consumed blueberries on a regular basis demonstrated significantly improved cognitive function across the board, sharper memory, increased focus, and a measurable slowdown in mental deterioration over time. The reason comes down to chemistry. Blueberries are absolutely packed with antioxidants. Specifically, a class of pigments called anthocyanins that wage war against free radical damage, happening inside your dog's brain cells every single day. Free radicals are the invisible enemy quietly eroding your dog's mental sharpness, and anthocyanins are what stop them in their tracks. If your dog is getting up there in years and you've started noticing signs of confusion, staring blankly at walls, forgetting commands they've known for a decade, responding more slowly than they used to start introducing 4 to 5 blueberries daily into their diet, give it a few weeks. The difference you'll see will stop you cold. And that's not even the full story. Blueberries also deliver a powerful boost to your dog's immune system, building resistance from the inside out. 1 tiny fruit, 2 enormous benefits. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better deal anywhere. Number 2, ginger. Does your dog turn into a shaking, drooling, miserable mess the moment the car starts moving? Does the sight of a leash and a carrier send them into a spiral of anxiety? Do they vomit without any obvious explanation? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, there's something you've been missing and it's been sitting in your spice rack the whole time. Ginger. Scientists at the Waltham Center for Pet Nutrition confirmed through rigorous research that small, targeted doses of ginger produce a statistically significant reduction in both nausea and vomiting in dogs. The mechanism is the same as it is in humans. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols and shogols that work directly on the stomach lining, calming its response and dialing down inflammation along the entire digestive tract. Here's how you use it. Take a tiny pinch of freshly grated ginger root and mix it right into your dog's meal before a car ride, a vet appointment, or any situation you know will ramp up their stress. The results are nothing short of a complete game changer for anxious, nausea-prone dogs. 1 critical warning. And don't skip this part. Dosage matters enormously with ginger. For small dogs, never exceed a 1/4 teaspoon. For large dogs, cap it at a 1/2 teaspoon. Cross those thresholds, and you're no longer solving a stomach problem, you're creating one. Respect the limits, and ginger becomes one of the most reliable tools in your entire natural care arsenal. Number 3, eggs. Stop whatever you're doing, because this one is going to genuinely surprise you. Eggs. The humble, everyday egg sitting in a carton in your fridge are one of the single most complete protein sources you can offer your dog. This isn't a casual opinion. Veterinary nutritionists literally use eggs as the gold standard benchmark when evaluating the protein quality of commercial pet foods. That's how good they are. A single egg contains every essential amino acid your dog's muscles require to repair tissue damage, build strength, and recover after physical activity. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing is missing. It's a complete package in a shell, but the benefits reach well beyond muscle. Eggs are also loaded with biotin, a B vitamin that works directly at the follicular level to strengthen your dog's coat and actively prevent excessive hair loss. Is your dog shedding hair like they're trying to fill a mattress? Is their coat looking thin, dull, and lifeless, no matter what you do? Try introducing 1 scrambled egg into their diet 3 times a week. Within 30 days, not 6 months, not a year, 30 days, you will see a transformation in their coat that will make you question why you ever spent money on expensive supplements. One rule, and it's non-negotiable. Always cook the egg. Raw eggs contain a compound called avidin that physically blocks biotin absorption in the body, completely cancelling out the very benefit you're trying to deliver. Scramble it, poach it, boil it. Just don't serve it raw. Number 4, turmeric. If your dog limps when they walk, if they struggle to stand up from a lying position, if inflammation is quietly destroying the quality of their life from the inside, this food isn't just helpful, it's a miracle. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, is one of the most rigorously studied natural anti-inflammatory agents in all of modern science. In a 2014 study published in the Veterinary Journal, researchers found that curcumin performed on par with certain pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs when it came to reducing joint pain in dogs, with one critical distinction: 0 side effects. None. For senior dogs who can no longer climb stairs without hesitation, for dogs battling arthritis that keeps them from the activities they used to love, mix 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder into their food each day. And here's the move that takes it from effective to extraordinary. Add a small pinch of black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption in the body by 2,000%. That's not a typo. 2,000%. The pepper isn't optional, it's the key that unlocks everything. Within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent daily use, dog owners report witnessing dogs that had barely moved in months suddenly playing again, navigating stairs with confidence, and carrying themselves with visibly less pain. Turmeric, black pepper, and thyme. That's the formula. Number 5. Plain Greek yogurt. This is the one that actual veterinarians quietly recommend, and the one that almost no dog owner ever thinks to use. Plain Greek yogurt. Not the flavored kind. Not the sweetened kind. Certainly not anything containing xylitol, which is toxic to dogs. Plain, unflavored Greek yogurt is brimming with live probiotics, beneficial bacteria cultures that can fundamentally reshape your dog's gut health from the ground up. Here's a fact most people don't fully appreciate. 70% of your dog's entire immune system lives inside their gut. Not their lungs, not their bloodstream, their gut. When the bacterial ecosystem in the digestive tract falls out of balance, which happens due to stress, antibiotics, poor diet, and countless other factors, the downstream consequences are staggering. Skin allergies flare up, infections become more frequent, digestion breaks down, mood and energy levels plummet. Daily probiotic support through plain Greek yogurt works to rebalance that internal ecosystem, rebuilding immunity, smoothing out digestion, and reducing allergy symptoms at their source rather than masking them with medication. 1 to 2 tablespoons mixed into your dog's regular food each day. That's the entire protocol. Straightforward, affordable, and backed by real science. Number 6. Sweet potato. Think of sweet potato as nature's multivitamin, because that's essentially what it is for your dog. Packed into a single sweet potato, you'll find vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6, potassium, and dietary fiber, all working together in a synergistic package that commercial supplements can rarely replicate. Vitamin A directly supports and maintains healthy vision, with particular impact on nighttime eyesight. Vitamin C strengthens the immune system's defenses. Potassium keeps the heart beating with proper rhythm and ensures that muscle function throughout the body remains reliable and coordinated. And dietary fiber keeps the entire digestive system running smoothly and efficiently. Dogs with weakened immune systems, declining vision, or digestive irregularities that never seem to fully resolve stand to benefit enormously from the regular addition of cooked sweet potato in their meals. The preparation is critical. Boil it or bake it until fully soft, then serve it plain. No butter, no salt, no seasoning of any kind. Just the sweet potato in its most natural, bioavailable form. 2 to 3 tablespoons daily works beautifully for a medium-sized dog. Simple, clean, powerfully effective. Number 7. Sardines. Most dog owners walk straight past this one in the grocery store aisle every single week, and their dogs are quietly paying the price for it. Sardines packed in water, not oil, not brine, not any kind of flavored liquid, are among the highest natural sources of omega-3 3 fatty acids you can possibly put in your dog's body. And omega-3s don't just do one thing. They do 3, and they do all 3 remarkably well. First, they reduce inflammation throughout the entire body, tackling the same root cause inflammation that drives joint pain, skin issues, and organ stress. Second, they dramatically improve the shine, thickness, and overall texture of your dog's coat from the outside in, but powered from the inside out. Third, they actively support healthy brain development in puppies during the critical window when neural pathways are being formed and locked in. A study conducted at Colorado State University found that dogs receiving regular omega-3 supplementation showed clear, measurable improvements in coat quality in as little as 6 weeks. 6 weeks, one small sardine, 2 to 3 times per week. That's the entire commitment. Your dog will absolutely go wild for it. The smell alone will make them lose their mind, and the transformation in their coat will speak for itself. This is the one the grocery store has been hiding in plain sight. Number 8. Bone broth. If there is a single food on this entire list that deserves to be called the ultimate healing food, this is it. Homemade bone broth has been doing what modern medicine is still struggling to replicate, helping sick dogs eat again, helping recovering dogs rebuild what surgery took away, and helping elderly dogs find some measure of relief from the slow deterioration of aging. When a dog refuses every dish you put in front of them after a procedure or illness, warm bone broth coaxes them back. When joint cartilage has begun to wear down and the pain is visible in every step, bone broth helps rebuild it. When the gut lining has been compromised by stress, infection, or chronic inflammation, bone broth helps seal it. The reason is in the chemistry. Bone broth is extraordinarily rich in collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin, and glycine compounds that don't just support joint health. They actively participate in reconstructing it. They seal what veterinarians call leaky gut. They dampen systemic inflammation from head to tail. Making it at home is straightforward and deeply worth the effort. Take beef or chicken bones and simmer them in a large pot of water for a full 24 hours. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar to the water. This is not decoration. The acidity draws minerals out of the bone itself and into the broth, multiplying its nutritional density. Strain out the solids, let it cool, and pour it over your dog's regular food, or serve it warm and alone as a standalone healing drink. This is what dogs have instinctively consumed for thousands of years in the wild. Modern veterinary science is only now beginning to catch up to what nature already knew. Number 9. Carrots. Here's a food so ordinary, so taken for granted, that most dog owners have never once considered its full potential. And that's a shame, because carrots might just be the most underrated item on this entire list. Raw carrots are one of the finest natural dental cleaning tools available for dogs, and almost nobody is using them for that purpose. When your dog bites down and chews through a raw carrot, the firm, fibrous texture acts exactly like a toothbrush, mechanically scraping plaque buildup and tartar deposits off the surface of their teeth before they have the chance to harden and cause serious damage. Researchers from the University of Edinburgh's Royal School of Veterinary Studies confirmed this in a landmark study, finding that dogs who regularly consumed raw vegetables displayed significantly lower rates of dental disease compared to dogs who didn't. But the story doesn't end at dental hygiene. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, a compound your dog's body converts directly into active vitamin A, which means sharper, more reliable vision, a meaningfully stronger immune response, and healthier, more resilient skin. One medium raw carrot, offered daily as a treat between meals. Dogs genuinely love the satisfying crunch. Their teeth love the cleaning. And you'll love the fact that it costs almost nothing. Number 10. Oatmeal. If your dog deals with chronic skin issues, the kind that leaves them scratching through the night, flaking on every surface they touch, or breaking out in irritated patches that never fully clear up, this next food has the power to change everything. Plain cooked oatmeal contains a group of compounds called avenanthramides, unique, hard-to-find molecules that appear almost nowhere else in nature, which work directly on inflamed skin to reduce irritation and soothe the immune response driving it. The science is real, and the results are consistent. But here's what makes oatmeal genuinely extraordinary. It's one of the only foods on this list that can be deployed in two completely different ways, both equally effective. You can mix it into your dog's food and let it work from the inside, calming systemic inflammation over time. Or you can take cooked oatmeal, form it into a gentle paste, apply it directly to the irritated area of your dog's skin, leave it for 10 minutes, and rinse it away. The topical relief is essentially immediate and remarkable. Veterinary dermatologists at NC State's College of Veterinary Medicine regularly recommend oatmeal-based treatments as a first-line response for dogs suffering from chronic skin allergies. 2 to 3 tablespoons of plain cooked oatmeal, no sugar, no flavorings, absolutely no instant flavored packets, mixed into your dog's food 3 times a week. Within 3 to 4 weeks, the skin transformation is essentially guaranteed. Number 11. Apple. This one catches almost every dog owner off guard, and that reaction is completely understandable. Apples are genuinely, meaningfully good for your dog. They provide vitamin C, vitamin A, and dietary fiber all in one naturally sweet, crunchy package. And that fiber serves a particularly important second function. It acts as a prebiotic, feeding and sustaining the beneficial bacteria colonies living in your dog's gut, and amplifying the power of the probiotics you're already providing through Greek yogurt. The two work together in a way that multiplies the benefit of each. But the most surprising advantage of apples for dogs is something most people have never heard of. Apples contain quercetin, a naturally occurring compound that functions as a biological antihistamine inside your dog's body. Dogs that suffer from seasonal allergies, that sneeze relentlessly during certain times of year, that develop itchy eyes and skin reactions in response to environmental triggers. They benefit enormously from regular apple consumption because quercetin actively suppresses the allergic response at the chemical level without any synthetic medication. There is one firm rule with apples, and it cannot be overlooked. Remove the core and every seed before offering a single piece to your dog. Apple seeds contain trace amounts of cyanide. In isolation, one seed isn't a catastrophe, but cumulative repeated exposure is a genuine risk. Slice only the flesh, thin and bite-sized, and offer 2 to 3 slices daily as a treat. Simple, affordable, and quietly one of the most powerful natural allergy interventions available. Number 12. Spinach. Fair warning. This one is controversial, and that's precisely why it needs to be addressed head-on, with the actual science, not speculation, not social media rumors, not fear. Some voices on the internet insist that spinach is dangerous for dogs. Others champion it enthusiastically. The truth, as it turns out, is both more nuanced and more reassuring than either camp suggests. Spinach contains iron, folate, vitamin K, and vitamin C nutrients that work in concert to support healthy blood production, fortify bone structure, and sharpen immune function. For dogs dealing with anemia, chronic low energy, or a persistently compromised immune system, spinach is genuinely transformative when used correctly. Yes, spinach also contains oxalic acid, a compound that, in extremely high doses, could theoretically interfere with kidney function. But researchers at the University of California, Davis School of Veterinary Medicine, examined this concern carefully and reached a clear conclusion. The quantity of spinach required to produce any kidney-related harm is so astronomically large that no dog consuming it in normal dietary amounts could ever come close. The risk, as it applies to responsible feeding, is effectively non-existent. 1 to 2 teaspoons of steamed spinach mixed into food 3 times per week. Steaming reduces the oxalic acid content by approximately 30%, while simultaneously making its nutrients more bioavailable and easier for your dog's body to absorb. Maximum nutritional benefit, 0 meaningful risk. Number 13. Kefir. By this point, you understand why Greek yogurt is transformative for your dog's gut. But kefir? Kefir takes everything Greek yogurt does and multiplies it by a factor of 10. Kefir is a fermented milk drink, tangy, potent, and biologically complex, in a way that standard yogurt simply cannot match. Where regular yogurt typically contains between 2 and 7 strains of beneficial bacteria, kefir delivers up to 61 distinct strains. 61. That breadth of bacterial diversity means broader coverage of the gut's entire microbial landscape, a more resilient immune foundation, and significantly faster recovery when digestive issues arise. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Animal Physiology and Animal Nutrition found that dogs supplemented with kefir showed measurable, documented improvements in gut microbiome diversity within just 14 days. And those improvements cascaded outward, reduced systemic inflammation, visibly improved coat condition, and elevated energy levels that owners noticed without even being told what to look for. The one rule: plain, unsweetened kefir only. No added sugar, no exceptions. 1 to 2 tablespoons daily for smaller breeds, 2 to 4 tablespoons for larger dogs. Mix it directly into their food or serve it separately in a small bowl. Most dogs take to the tangy flavor immediately and with obvious enthusiasm. Number 14. Chia seeds. Small enough to disappear in a spoonful, powerful enough to change your dog's life. Chia seeds are among the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet for any species, and their impact on your dog's internal systems is nothing short of remarkable. A single tablespoon of chia seeds delivers more omega-3 fatty acids than the majority of fish oil supplements on the market. Beyond that, you'll find calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and a dense concentration of antioxidants, all compounds that actively support bone density, protect joint integrity, and facilitate cellular repair throughout the body. But there's one quality unique to chia seeds that sets them apart from every other entry on this list. When exposed to liquid, chia seeds swell and form a thick, gel-like consistency. When that gel reaches your dog's digestive system, it slows the rate of digestion and stabilizes blood sugar in a way that no other food quite replicates. For diabetic dogs, or for dogs prone to crashing hard after meals and then begging relentlessly for more food, this stabilizing effect is genuinely life-altering. Half a teaspoon for small dogs, 1 full teaspoon for larger breeds. Soak them in water for at least 10 minutes. First, let the gel fully form before mixing into food. The long-term benefits of chia seeds compound with consistent daily use, building quietly over weeks and months into something substantial. Number 15. Banana. Think of this one as nature's post-workout recovery drink in solid form. Bananas are dense with potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6, 3 nutrients that function as a coordinated team, supporting heart muscle performance, accelerating physical recovery after exertion, and maintaining healthy nerve signal transmission throughout the body. After an energetic play session or an intense run, your dog's muscles burn through their potassium stores rapidly. That depletion leads to cramping, soreness, and a kind of bone-deep fatigue that dogs can't communicate but you can see. A few small pieces of banana offered immediately after activity helps replenish those depleted electrolytes and meaningfully speeds up the recovery process. The same biological logic that drives elite human athletes to eat bananas after competition. There's a secondary benefit that deserves equal attention. Vitamin B6, present in significant quantities in bananas, is a direct precursor to serotonin production in the brain. That means consistent, regular banana consumption can produce a genuine, measurable improvement in your dog's mood and a meaningful reduction in baseline anxiety over time. Not a sedative, not a supplement, a banana, 2 to 3 thin slices offered after exercise, or as a daily treat is the right approach. Never offer a whole banana at once. The natural sugar content is substantial, and excess sugar causes its own set of problems. Small amounts, delivered consistently, that's where the real power lives. Number 16. Coconut water. Save the best for last because this final entry is going to completely reframe how you think about keeping your dog hydrated. Plain coconut water, no added sugar, no artificial flavorings, nothing beyond what nature put there, is the most complete natural hydration solution you can offer a dog. Inside every serving, you'll find potassium, magnesium, calcium, sodium, and phosphorus, the exact 5 electrolytes your dog's body depends on to maintain proper fluid balance, sustain muscle function, and keep every major organ performing at its best. This is why coconut water has earned the nickname nature's sports drink. It doesn't just replace water, it replaces everything the body loses when it's under stress. For a dog that refuses to drink water during illness, when dehydration is a genuine medical emergency, for a dog recovering from vomiting or diarrhea that has dangerously depleted their electrolyte reserves, for an elderly dog whose kidneys struggle to maintain internal fluid balance with the same efficiency they once had. In all of these situations, coconut water steps in and performs when water alone cannot. A clinical review from the American Holistic Veterinary Medical Association recognized coconut water as one of the most effective natural rehydration solutions available for dogs, drawing a direct comparison to veterinary-formulated oral rehydration fluids. 2 to 4 tablespoons mixed into your dog's water bowl or poured directly over their food. For sick or severely dehydrated dogs, serve it at room temperature. It absorbs faster that way. This is the food you want stocked in your home before you ever face a situation where you need it. Because in the moments when you need it most, you won't have time to think. You'll only have time to act. Every single food in this list carries one thing in common. They work. They work in ways that are backed by research, validated by veterinary professionals, and proven in the daily lives of dogs around the world. But the ones that will work fastest and most dramatically for your dog depend entirely on what your dog is actually dealing with right now. So here's what I want to know. What's the one thing about your dog's health that you wish you could fix tomorrow morning? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one of them personally. The most compelling situations might even get featured in an upcoming video, because your dog's story could be the thing that helps thousands of other owners navigating the exact same struggle. Your dog is counting